Welcome back, everybody. It is a Sunday morning. It is delightfully overcast, and that can only mean an infinite number of things to an infinite number of people. But to anyone tuning into this, it means we're going back between the gates. It is a Sunday 6 gate, and I apologize in advance for any technical difficulties there might be. I am trying a new camera. I am trying new software. I'm trying a whole bunch of new stuff that I probably shouldn't all be trying at once. This is like my how when I tune things, I change 8 things and then I can't tell what worked. So I'm making an effort to streamline the 6 gate process. So there are the well-known to anyone who's seen them start gates. We're going to progress up a broad side of slick rock up to these tall rocks up here. Gate 1 there. The gate spacing today is as close as I can approximate to class 1. It's a little closer to class 2. In a lot of spots, we've got a 12-inch gate spacing. So after you progress through gate 1, you're going to have to maneuver down here to a just savagely placed gate 2. I don't know if anyone will be able to clear that. Just a little meander over here. Gate 3, fairly straightforward. Gate 3, more a test of breakover angle than anything else. Through the little ravine here in Drybone Valley, up along the side to gate 4, which shouldn't be too tough. A little bit of a ladder climb over the top of the tunnel. Over to gate 5, which is one that is spaced a little wider, I think, but if you got some low angle of that's a messed up gate right there. But I do it to myself, and I know I do. Through gate 5, along some really messed up, dirty side hill portion through gate 6, and then hopefully managing to make it down to the exit markers without rolling off this hill, which, again, you know, if we move parallax from it, it's a good little drop down to there. For the day, it's just going to be 2. It is the unofficial, but official 70s battle. We've got the 70s van that is the Vanimal, and the 70s pickup that is Rusty, and they will be facing off head-to-head in this Sunday's 6 gate. And at this point, I hope you wish us well. I'm just in another effort to streamline. To those new to the 6 gate competition, there are no gate points. A perfect run is a score of 0. There's an infraction of, geez, I've already forgotten, it's been that long. Okay, a gate strike is 7 points, a rollover is 10 points, and a reverse is 2 points. So basically what these guys want to do is go through these gates all completely cleanly, and that will result in a score of 0. I don't like to make any sort of prognostications or estimations, because sometimes things surprise you and sometimes things disappoint you. So we are just going to see how these guys do, and the way we start that off is by bringing out the spinner. The spinner may not be all-knowing, but it is all-deciding. And away it goes. Landing on... well, that's dead on the Vanimal. First up on this haphazardly arranged 6 gate course, the Vanimal. Vanimal moves up, takes his place on the course, wasting no time. Straight to the business at hand. The Vanimal, of course, being a Charisma Prairie Wolf van, and he is already shot too wide there. First reverse of the day comes at the first gate of the day. Reverses are not too bad. It's the gate strikes that will get you. He's clear through 1, I would say. He's in a bit of a tough situation here behind the big rock. There's plenty of opening. Oh, no. Oh, and I need to lay out here. once a gate is passed, that gate is considered dead. So this is a reverse, but if he strikes gate 1 going back through, there's no penalty for that strike. Oh, this is not a good entry angle to this. Oh, it's so rough here. And there's a reverse, but trying not to fall off. Oh, there's another reverse, and our first rollover. A rollover results in a reset to the most recently cleared gate. I honestly, I don't know if the Vanimal has enough steering to clear this gate at all. Oh, okay. The light is dead, so that's definitely a strike. Gate 2. First out on the course is a rough place to be. J-Concept's landmine's doing well, I think. Oh. I've already lost track of the points. Those will have to be addressed in post. Oh, come on. Don't hit on that low side tire. And I think his little ladder clipped gate 3. Oh, he's in a bad place now. This is some Austin Powersy trapped in there. Try to use the reverse here, and still very, very stuck. Okay. Oh, still stuck. Cannot get the front bumper around anything. Gotta be up to 7 reverses, something. Okay, that's also gonna be far too wide to clear that. The actual rock crawling portion, I think the Vanimal is doing fairly okay at. It's the lining up for the gates and the sound of Lexan crunching. Come on. Don't hit that marker. And that gate is now dead. Ugh. Coming around to 5. Just even with the Vanimal is fitted with the optional Charisma steering kit. Even with the steering kit, maneuvering this terrain is remarkably difficult. And oh, you got this, Vanimal. You got this. And he's very composed. As I think they call it, the anti-torque twist transmission. It does a really good job of that. It does minimize torque twist, but I think this is going to push out. Very much so. It's very, very nice there. This is a moment where the van needs dig, I think. Just trying not to roll out of this. Good low speed. Oh, that was so good. That's a tough break, Vanimal. And I think he will manage the final drop here. He definitely got better at the end. That score will be tallied posthumously, let's say, because he died a little bit on that run. Rusty coming up here through the entrance, hoping to improve on the Vanimal's performance, but Rusty has never been deliberately aimed at a gate. He does not have any wheel time in a competition setting. That said, he is a bit narrower and a bit lower than the Vanimal. The Vanimal has very low CG for a van, but a longer wheelbase, and you know, is still a van. Oh, it was looking, oh. All right. It's how will Rusty get his metal bumper. Oh. Okay. You should, Rusty, you should take the reverse. This is a TRX4 gearbox, mated to some AR45 straight axles. J-Concepts Bounty Hunters. Oh, look at that. Look at that pumpkin just stuffed. Not a lot of ground clearance with the 3.93s, but a good amount of steering angle. And Vanimal's issue was definitely steering angle. Okay, well, might as well just take this straight through, Rusty. Oh, that bumper is, okay, the corners of that bumper might need chamfered a little. He's really in that rock. But a dead gate is a dead gate, so we plow through. And we'll really see the steering angle, these AR45s. As if anything, I think he might have, that rear end looked like it was coming in too tight. Breakover angle check here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, Rusty. There's a strike. That was a slide, but, you know, it happens. He's now in the same sort of predicament that we saw the Vanimal. Pop a little reverse there. Oh, that front bumper is under that rock. Oh my God. Better steering angle for sure. I mean, look at that pull around. Just take the reverse. But that front bumper, even as high as it sits, is an absolute ground grabber. No problem up the stairs. Kind of get a look down the barrel here. Yeah, there's just, I mean, wholly unsurprisingly. Oh, that rear tire is in a bad way. Can he maneuver it out? Oh, well, you hit it now, Rusty. Oh, just defeat it. Gate 5 demolished. Reverse here as we're slipping out. Just from this little bit of turning on the side hill, I'm gonna say that the landmines do a little bit better at this loose, messy stuff here. But at the same time, Rusty pushing through gate 6 with almost no difficulty. That's not a place oh, come on. Oh. Not just for a maiden voyage, for any voyage. Really well done, Rusty. Aside from absolutely murderizing gates 2 and 5, Rusty had a pretty clean go at it there. For his first effort out with a steel bar for a front bumper that got caught on everything. Vanimal is, there we go. No reverse there. It's a bit more gear reduction in Rusty, I feel like, as he's got a bit more control, like in this up section here. Clean through one. Vanimal remembers. He gets stuck, but remembers that he can take as wide of a line into two as he wants. But is absolutely intractably stuck, which is, for the sake of a 6 gate, that is essentially the same as a rollover. So you know what? We're gonna chalk that up to handler error, and he's just gonna mulligan it and go right from the start. Otherwise, Rusty's not even gonna have to run a second round. For this is, as they say, all to play for. The Vanimal has to make it to the end without rolling over. No hangs, no rollovers, because Rusty did not roll over, nor at any point did he come close to rolling over. Clear through one. Gotta try to dump it down real wide here. We know that Rusty took a big handful of reversos to get from 3 to 4. Vanimal needs to take this very carefully here and not fall off. A little morning breeze coming up. Conditions pretty much perfect. Considered watering the course down. Figured to just let him go at it. Uh-oh. Let's take the reverse. I don't actually know if this gate is possible for the Vanimal to clear, because the trick that would need to happen is not knock the light over while not falling off the rock, and it fell. But I think that might have been more a layout than drive, as he stayed on, and were that inside gate placed a little higher up the face, no problem. So you're just pushing very wide there, which necessitates a reverse. See the breakover angle again. He has clipped that outer gate marker there, which means, oh, very good, Vanimal. So he's not going to have to take the reverso fest here. Oh! Okay, a little reverse here. If he can get that front bumper up without breaking something. Nope, he's got it like that. That back end is dug in. And just pops right out. Oh, it's just 2 points, Vanimal. It's no big deal. Coming wide, another reverto here. Yeah, that transitional stage there between 3 and 4, I did not anticipate it to be that difficult to navigate, but I mean, they are essentially perpendicular to one another. As I said, for Vanimal, the actual rock crawling, pretty easy. It's a fun angle. So I'm gonna take some reverse here. That big jaggy rock there is problems being saved by low-hanging Lexan. You heard the crackle there. That's how he's staying up. which actually kept him up perhaps too high. Don't push that landmine off. Nope, nope, nope. Take the reverse. Probably should have taken more reverse. Take more reverse. Yeah, the Vanimal, a strange thing to say about a rock crawler, but the Vanimal is a great reverser. It's all out here for you, Vanimal. Just stay on the mountain. Clear. Oh, that is, he is in a spot. Yeah, anti-torque twist. Apparently, not just ad copy, because, oh, yeah, oh, there it goes. But that is a radical improvement over run one, for sure, which means Rusty hanging out over there, he's got to do a second run. As Rusty begins his final and the final run at this Drybone Valley hosted 6-gate, I'll try to remember. I have some notes about gate 2. Part of the beauty of the 6-gate is, to me, they're like sandcastles. The 6-gate is a very temporal thing. It's not going to be here. Within 5 minutes of Rusty finishing this run, the course will be broken down and all of the markers, Rusty, take the reverse. And all of the markers will be put back in the marker bin. So obviously, if given an infinite number of runs at this, both rigs could potentially clear it with, with no fouls. Does that count, everybody? Like he hit the rock and the marker slid off the rock. I think I need, do I need some sort of stickum to stick the markers down with? And that was what I wanted to mention about gate 2. Setting the marker on top of that little solar light. The post that solar light is in is absolutely brutalified. It is just shattered, and the light barely sits in it. So were that on a new post, I think there might have been some instances where these guys make the climb up and they don't knock the marker off. Well, now see, again, technically a gate hit, but he slid on a bunch of pine needles. He was you know what? I want to make the note here for the post-editing guy. That wasn't a hit, because his tire, to me, is ahead of the gate. So he was up and then he slid. So there's no 7 points here. This isn't, I don't think this is being unfair to the Vanimal. And we're right back to the Austin Powers again. So as I mentioned, I can genuinely, I can't mentally keep track of how many reverses or even how many gate hits. It's just moving from bumper stick to bumper stick. And there's not enough room to hit a proper full reverse on it to get it around. That steer angle is so good on those AR-45s that it almost came around. I don't think anybody has hit gate 4, which leads me to believe that gate 4 was either perfect or too easy. I don't know, it's one of them. Trying to get the camera positioned so we can actually see the low marker on 5, which I think people have only hit the high marker. It's that jaggy piece right there. That is the belly hanger. I want to try to stay Oh. Flag don't count. Flag ain't nothing. Oh, here's a little alternate look at 6. Throttle, but not too much throttle, Rusty. Pushing wide, take the reverse. Oh, up here from this camera angle, the nut behind the wheel, the nut that holds the wheel on, can see the 6 gate much more clearly. And as such, can stay well right of the lower gate unless we slide into a hole. And there it went. You saw it a-tumbling. So it's just a matter of get to the bottom of the mountain, Rusty. Oh, you know. Oh, no. He's got to use a reverse. Oh, no, Rusty, no. Okay, he's figured it out. Oh, the turning circle is too wide. There's another one. He thought he had enough room. And through the finish. In honor of the first Sunday 6 gate in some time, here's about 30 seconds of behind the scenes. The place I record my voiceover when such a thing is required is the same place I build stuff, as you can see. Right next to the shock oil is the normal home for my cheap Amazon microphone. But, you know, it works. And at least today, the dog's not barking. It's just like 3 out of 5 neighbors are all mowing their lawns at the same time. So let's get to the scoring and let's get this one done. Like I say, we're trying out all new stuff. So while some B-roll runs in the background, we will get to that scoring. We will tally it and total it, much as we usually do. And as I mentioned during the runs, and it came out to be true when I was tallying up the penalties, the Vanimal's first run was a rough one. He ended that with 13 reverses. And then on top of that, he struck 5 of the 6 gates for a total penalty of 35 points there, and rolled it over at one point, trying to clear what was at gate 2, bringing his first run total to 71 points. And while I haven't gone back to review footage from other 6 gates, I'm fairly confident in saying that that is the highest single round total anyone has put up. So let's throw that up on the board. Run 1 for the Vanimal, a 71. On to Rusty's first effort, which was composed of 9 applications of reverse for 18 points. He struck 3 gates for a total of 21 points and did not roll over, as he was quite stable during this, giving him a total of 39. Ordinarily, in other 6 gates where the gates are not as narrow and the terrain is not as angry, a 39 is usually like the biggest score you'll see. That would be first guy, first run would be about a 39. But today was a rough day. Everybody was a little rusty. So that does put Rusty well out in the lead, 39 points compared to the Vanimal 71. And let us see how the Vanimal improved on their second effort. And an improvement it was. 11 reverses, most of which fell in there between gates 3 and 4 for 22 points. Just 3 gate strikes for 21, bringing him into a respectable 43, which, I mean, if you can do basic math, you would be able to see that the Vanimal has been mathematically eliminated. We, of course, discard run 1. This is a best run format, so he drops that 71. He will retain the 43 for a final score of, obviously, 43. Let us see if Rusty managed to improve on his 39 with his second go. And he did, if just. 11 reverses for 22 points, but most importantly, just 2 gate strikes for a 14. And, you know, I know one was questionable, which would have brought his total to a 43. but we give him a 36 because I don't think that last gate strike was legit. So that will serve to take just 3 points off Rusty. He'll drop the 39 and retain the 36, giving him a final score entered there in the final box of 36, meaning that the difference in victory here was much smaller than I had anticipated. That is 1 gate strike between the two. To me, it honestly felt like Rusty was more planted and more stable throughout. But I don't know. Sometimes feel can't be trusted because obviously they were pretty close. These little efforts they're doing in the background here up Slick Rock, it really shows that the capabilities of the two, same but different, I guess how we would classify that. Anyway, we had a good day. We had a good outing. The course has already been pulled down as was promised, and they're trying and falling off of Slick Rock multiple times. There's your winner, Rusty, the parts bin built GM, built out of parts that were supposed to go on other rigs. And I'm getting back in the swing of the 6 gate. Yeah, it is indeed a lot more work than what I've been putting out, but it was fun, and I think a part of that fun is that I definitely don't overthink the course. I just kind of haphazardly throw down 6 gates and run at it, and sometimes I make it more difficult than others, and I don't make any efforts to revisit. Like if I do another Drybone Valley 6 gate, and I've done Drybone Valley 6 gates before, it will be completely different. Like this one stands alone as these two fellas facing off against each other on gates that were too tightly spaced and transitions that were too short for rigs that have things like full width bumpers that get hung up on everything, and no fancy stuff, no dig. Neither of these rigs have overdrive, none of them have anything crawlery, so it was working against the weaknesses. So we thank you for dropping in, everybody, and hope you liked it. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and we hope to see you in the next one.